1984 D USA 5-cent coin. Today, we're diving deep into a coin that is often overlooked, the 1984 D Jefferson Nickel. We're going to explore its history, its common versions, and most importantly, the rare and valuable errors that could be hiding in your pocket change. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, from subtle double dies to dramatic off-center strikes, and how to spot a coin that's worth far more than its face value. So, grab your coin jar, and let's start the hunt. Before we get to the really exciting stuff, let's cover the basics. The Jefferson nickel, as you know, has been a staple of U.S. currency since 1938. The obverse features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, and the reverse shows his home, Monticello. Now, the 1984 version is a bit special because of its production numbers. In 1984, the U.S. Mint produced nickels at two main facilities for circulation, Philadelphia and Denver. The Philadelphia Mint, which no longer used a mint mark on nickels at that time, minted a massive 746 million coins. The Denver Mint, with its D mint mark, produced another 517 million. A small number of proof coins, which have a beautiful mirror-like finish, were also struck at the San Francisco Mint with an S mint mark. Now, why does this matter? Well, the sheer volume of coins minted in 1984 means that a lot of them are still out there, and with that many coins being struck, it's inevitable that some errors would slip through the cracks. This is where the magic happens for collectors. Now for the fun part. The 1984 D nickel is a known hotbed for a few specific types of mint errors. These aren't just random scuffs or scratches. These are legitimate mistakes from the minting process that make a coin unique and highly sought after. One of the most common and popular errors is the double die. This happens when the coin is struck by a die that has a doubled impression. Look closely at the lettering, especially on the obverse. You might see a slight ghosting or doubling on the words Liberty, the date, or even on Jefferson's bust. The more pronounced the doubling, the more valuable the coin. A great example to look for on the reverse is the doubling on E pluribus unum or Monticello. This is a spectacular and rare error. Sometimes, a planchet, the blank metal disc used to strike a coin from a different denomination, gets mixed in. Imagine finding a nickel that was accidentally struck on a dime planchet. The coin would be slightly smaller and thinner. A certified 1984 P nickel struck on a dime planchet in top condition has sold for over $1,000. This is a true needle in a haystack find. When a coin isn't properly aligned in the press before being struck, you get an off-center strike. This can range from a slight misalignment to a dramatic one where a significant portion of the design is missing. The value of these coins often depends on how far off-center the strike is. A coin that's 50% or more off-center and still retains a full date can be worth a substantial amount. A broad strike occurs when the retaining collar that holds the planchet in place during striking fails. The coin is struck without a proper rim, causing the metal to spread out and create a wider, flatter coin. These are fascinating because they look so different from a normal coin, and they are highly collectible. So you found a 1984 nickel. What's it worth? 1. The standard 1984 nickel, P or D in circulated condition, it's worth its face value, 5 cents. Even in uncirculated condition, where it's shiny and has no wear, it's only worth about 50 cents to $1. These are common coins, and most of them will fall into this category. 2. The 1984 S proof nickel, these are already more valuable due to their limited mintage and special finish. They can be worth a few dollars, and a pristine, graded example can fetch even more. 3. The errors, this is where the value skyrockets. A minor error might only add a few dollars to the value, but a significant, well-documented error can be worth big money. Double die errors, depending on the severity, a good example can range from $10 to $100 or more, struck on a dime planchet. This is a top-tier error. Uncirculated examples have sold for hundreds and even over $1,000. Off-center and broad strikes, these can be worth anywhere from a few dollars to a few hundred, depending on the degree of the error and the coin's condition. The key to a high-value coin is its condition and the severity of the error. Collectors are willing to pay a premium for coins that are well-preserved and have a clear, dramatic error. So, the next time you get a 5-cent coin in your change, don't just toss it in the cup holder. Take a moment, check the date, and look for that D mint mark or no mint mark at all. Examine the lettering for any signs of doubling, or the coin's shape for any oddities. You might just be holding a small piece of history, a coin that, due to a small mistake at the US Mint, has become a valuable and sought-after treasure. Have you found a cool error coin? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to see more videos on coin hunting and valuable finds, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video. Thanks for watching.